Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now I'm pretty sure we all had a similar scenario like that where we just needed to get away from the situation and just relax. But don't worry, I'm going to be doing a series on 6.5-inch speakers installed inside a vehicle to help give you guys that listening experience so you can decide which speaker is right for your application. And I've been making a list of which speakers I want to use for this series. I know I'm going to use the Rockford Fosgates, Infinities, and JL Audios. And if you want me to test out a certain speaker, just make sure you put it in the comments below and I'll try to get my hands on it. And for part 1 of our series, we're going to go with a budget-friendly, no-name speaker from Amazon. So come on over and let me tell you all about this speaker. Now this DriSentri speaker cost me $24 for a pair of 6.5-inch speakers. Purchased it back on April 1st. Now down here it says it's a 4-ohm speaker with a range of 60 to 20,000 Hertz. And I'm really curious about the 600 watts of speaker maximum output that it claims. Looking at this magnet, I don't think it can handle it, but let's go ahead and take a look at the speaker. Now here's how this speaker looks. Looks like it's a +1 design. So on the outside, feels like rubber, but I can't really tell. And then here, I think it's paper. It feels like paper, I'm not really quite sure. But for $24 for 2 of these, I'm pretty sure this is probably paper. Let's go ahead and flip this around. Take a look at the size of this magnet. Now this size of the magnet, normally I'm used to seeing larger magnets for speakers that can handle up to 600 watts, but this says it can handle up to 600 watts. So I'm kind of curious about how much power can this speaker handle. And considering that both of these speakers only cost me $24, I'm going to crank up my audio system and see if I can blow this speaker. Now with this car, all this dynamite down here that was applied down here, back in here, we'll go into the cabin right here real quick. So underneath the driver's side floorboard, I did the same thing over here for the passenger, and then back in here, did the same thing, applied all this dynamite, this black stuff right here. This is a foam material that's going to help absorb all those vibrations. And then for the speakers back in here, I also put some foam material right here to help absorb some of those vibrations coming off the speaker. I've got this new speaker installed. We're going to go ahead and put this back on here. And with all this sound deadening material installed in this car, I'm going to put everything back together as if I'm driving this car and then do the sound test. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the cabin. So I'm purposely left the front seats out. That way I could move around in here a whole lot easier and mess with the head unit as far as the controls. But you can see we got the rear speakers installed now. So this is how it looks like on the left and on the right side. Let's get a close-up. So it looks like the fitment's pretty good. But for these tests, I want to just test the rear speakers alone. So I'm going to play the frequency of about 40 all the way to about 120. So from 40 to 120, I'm just going to play some music through this speaker alone. And then for the rest of the test, I'm going to incorporate the highs and the subwoofer, and then just play some music throughout the video so you guys can listen and see how these speakers are integrated with the rest of your stereo system and just make a better decision on whether the speaker is going to work for you guys or not. For the microphone setup, I have 2 microphones. I have one set up here, so it's right in the middle of the cabin. And then I have another one down here. So this one should catch everything from up in the front. And this one is angled back towards the rear. So it should catch everything coming back from the rear speaker. So hopefully this setup's going to give us a better idea of how these speakers are integrated into the rest of our stereo system. Alright, so let me go over my settings real quick. So we're going to run 60 to about 120 because these speakers are only going to pick up down to 60. So that's the settings we're going with. We'll go back to our fader balance. So I'm going to play everything from the back, both speakers. Then we'll come over here to the equalizer. So this is my settings for the equalizer. And then we'll go back to crossover, go to rear. So we're going to start at 60 and then just slowly work our way up from 60 to about 120. So we'll go ahead and get the music started.
I don't feel like the odds against me. Back against the wall, my strength beat. Yeah, I can't let it break. Everything I've been through and made better. Love hate, it just made me better. Been through it
we're gonna bump it up to 70 hertz.
Only time you see my head down is when I'm playing.
Let's go up to 80. 90. 100. 110. And then 120.
Hold up, what they finna say? Tell it to your mammy, it don't matter, I ain't listening anyway. They just mad to see decide to drop, they look like ocean spray. You can get it to a Vija worm.
Alright, so right now we're gonna stay at 120, use a different song, and go back down to 60. So this is 120. 100. 90. 80.
I said no more empty glasses or even half full. When the world see that we blessed more than a handful.
70.
That's why you can't put your finger on it. We got the touch. Never perfect, living with purpose. That be us. Open the curtains, we give the real.
60.
We give the heart in our chest and wear it on our sleeves. I don't lend my clothes, so you know it's really me. I cop that.
Now earlier I did say we're going to try to blow these speakers. Since it says they are rated for 600 watts, all I'm going to do is just turn up the gain right here. Crank this volume to 40. And then I'm going to start playing some music, and then we'll see what happens with the speakers.
I don't feel like the odds against me. Back against the wall, my strength, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through with me. Look, hey, you make me. You do everything to make me better. I can risk the pain, you make me better. Working every day, you make me better. If you want to, I want to, I'm going in instead of them. You was still with standing off the muscle. All I know is hustle. All I know is making something out of nothing. What you think you see? I had happened to get you really on fire, you know, ignited. People don't look at the movie with it, but they probably bite it. Can't set it better. Can't take the credit. I'm ready. Can't let it go fine. When it's fine, babe. Only time you see my head down is when I'm turn on the time. Water on the floors, but it's nice and finished. Yeah, tell it to the people that need how to feel.
Alright, that was with the gain all the way up and the volume all the way up. And all the power going back to the rear speakers. This speaker seemed like it did really well overall, but as far as producing a good quality sound when everything's turned up, everything gets really distorted. But we'll go ahead and incorporate the high up here in the subwoofer. Then I'm just gonna let this rest of this video play for about 5 songs to see how well this speaker incorporates to the rest of this audio system inside of here. Again, using 2 of these microphones up here to record the audio. And before we get started, this is my settings. So for the fronts, I'm gonna leave it at 80 hertz. The rears gonna be 60, and then for the subwoofer, everything from 30 below. So let's go ahead and get some music playing so we can start listening.
I feel like the odds against me. Back against the wall, my strength beat, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through it made me better. A little hate, you make me better. You do everything, you make me better. I can't risk the pain, you make me better. Working every day, you make me better. If you want to, I want to, I'm going in instead of L. W is still a win. Got it off the muscle. All I know is hustle. All I know is making something out of nothing. What my head down, that's when I'm praying. When my back is turned, the only time they wanna see it. Water on the floor, it's cold as ice, I'm finna trade, yeah. And serve it to the people, they need huddles for the rain. It's the odds against me, back against the wall, and my strength beat, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Love and hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better. Working every day, it just made me better. Hold up, what they finna say? Tell it to your mammy, I'm not, I ain't listening anyway. They just mad to see decide to drop, they look like ocean spray. You can get it too if you just work more than you talk today. It's what happens when you take your pain and make it motivation. It ain't gonna be easy trying to be a legend. It's too baby, you need execution, not excuses, dog, you gotta face it. They don't want the truth, but if you quit, you don't deserve to make it. What you think they giving greatness out? Now you gotta take it. They don't know the hustle, they confused when they look at you. Sure you hit your goals, they outshine, they think you Pikachu. Put your mind to it, you can do it, yeah, and I don't feel it's the odds against me. Back against the wall, my strength beat, yeah. I can't let it break. Everything I've been through, it made me better. Love and hate, it just made me better. Been through everything, it just made me better. I can't waste the pain, it just made me better. Working every day, it just made me better.
Instincts going no, looking back like a bat with an eye patch. All black through the woods with a backpack and a lit match. Spark one time, get the whole city looking like a dark shade of orange when I'm burning down. What it is, what it do, whole clique getting live on the talk of the town. I'm a city got a mouth and I wanna shut up. On a hunt for a crown when they get it, I'm burning cause nobody in the game right now even deserve it. What I need a crown for anyway, I should have a halo the way that I made a penny turn to gold. And a penny for your thoughts, I bet a penny for your soul. You know you want the riches and the money and the fence, so take a bite of the fruit if you choose. Let the juice drip down in a way to a pie full of gold. In a house about a lake, 10 holes on the graves, new clothes, and a road full of J's and 11 in the garage. Looking like a shit, your whole crew in here. What it do in here? They got lost my mind. Loose screw in here, then I walk outside. And everybody looking at me while I got them all in my sights. Picking them off, picking them out, looking like daylight in the night. And I'm killing so many if they really wanna get involved. And everybody falling in the elevator, now I'm brain rising this. It's like I'm rising to divide, it's nice, and I have a nice time with it. By the time that it finds the way to the right side of him, not even a hind nigga save him. Must select the finger to you imbeciles. Tell me what's been getting into you, envy will kill you. She said I'm a gentleman, I admit a lot of women set up on my ottoman. I don't give a damn, like I'm out of with no time to kill. I'm a feeling like I'm opposite of work, it's a word, but I never been a purpose thing to me. I just do what I love and it works for me. So I'm breaking every check, I put the money in the pushing me to be gunning to the finish and the getting up and loop it. Everybody know I'm working in the sea, I do it differently. So only time will give me everything that I deserve, my end.
So many speak on the bottom and never know the feel, or how it looks at the top, or if it's even real. We ain't selling dreams, but we live in some. No arms license and still we stick to our guns. We here to live for ourselves first, and if in doing that it helps you, so be it. Let it try, let it try. Let's go, let's go. We're gonna live, we're gonna live, we're gonna live.
Keep living my life.
And that's gonna do it for this speaker review. On its own, it seems like it's not the best. I've heard better on its own. But once you incorporate it into your car's audio system like this, it really doesn't sound that bad after all. And if I only had $24 to upgrade my speakers, there's nothing I can really complain about. And for my upcoming speaker videos, I'm gonna keep the storyboard pretty much the same so everything's consistent. And since I have this 6.5-inch Infinity reference speaker that I've been running in this car for the past 4 years, I'm gonna do my next week's video on this Infinity reference. So make sure you come on back to see if this speaker is the right one for you. And remember, join us next time on Garage Matters and hit the like and subscribe button.